Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. Our team arrives on time and is always professional. Be sure your unit is ready for the cooler temperatures by visiting our website, callks.com today, and schedule your appointment. It's fast and easy. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 1112.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, November the 18th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks so much for tuning in. Satellite image this morning shows we have a mixture of clouds and some clear spots across the southeastern U.S., but I think for the most part we're going to see a primarily cloudy day across the area. The main reason for that is we have a nice storm system centered around St. Louis, with a cold front trailing back into West Tennessee, and that cold front will be blasting through our area later today, this afternoon, and this evening, and into the early morning hours of Sunday. But I think by daybreak Sunday, I think the rain and any showers or any thunderstorms are going to be out of the area. In the upper atmosphere, we see the main feature is a nice trough moving out of the central plain states. It will be moving across the eastern part of the country and certainly bringing temperatures a lot cooler for the southeastern U.S. We're seeing a nice warm-up ahead of that front with nice warm air advection. You can see that 70s in Arkansas and 60s across Mississippi. We're ranging from the 40s in East Alabama to the 50s in West Alabama and then 60s over in Mississippi. So it's a nice temperature gradient. We'll see things warming up today nicely. The temperatures across the area, as you can see, are quite a range there, from 41 just on the Alabama-Georgia line to 61 at Tuscaloosa. So quite a range in temperatures. Radar still relatively free of echoes over the southeastern U.S., but we will see some showers ahead of that front. The main thing right now is that the tight pressure gradient is helping to produce a good deal of wind advisories. That's all of the brown areas that you see over the middle and lower Mississippi River Valley. QPF, not going to be a lot of rain with this system. The overall QPF is probably less than 1/4 of an inch for most places. If you get rain, and not everybody will, it's going to be a showery situation. There is a slight risk over primarily western Kentucky, extreme southwestern Indiana, and the extreme southern part of Illinois, surrounded by a marginal risk that does clip a little of northern Mississippi and a little of northwest and north central Alabama. Otherwise, days 2 and 3 are quite quiet. And in the tropics, there's only a small area of concern in the Caribbean, and that is not expected to develop much. The 06Z GFS model run, and there's our low-pressure area moving from St. Louis over into the southern part of the Great Lakes, and we see the front trailing down through the Arklatex area. And the problem here is that we don't have a lot of moisture. We're getting some moisture ahead of that front. You can see values get up to around 1.5 to 1.6. But so there is a sufficient moisture for some showers and maybe even a thunderstorm or two. But we're not looking at a big rain event. The upper trough blasts by us on Sunday, and so the front gets by midday out into off the southeast coast. So we should be drying out nicely and clearing out nicely for Sunday, but temperatures will only be in the 50s. We get under a weak ridge on Monday, so we should see things warm up nicely. However, the surface high settles in very nicely over the southeastern U.S., so Monday morning, lower 30s forecast, so we could have some widespread frost. I think part of the problem with frost is there's not going to be a lot of moisture, but even with limited moisture, there'll probably be enough in the microclimate near the ground for us to see some frost. Another trough makes its way through the area around Tuesday at midday, but this one should see no showers because there's just no moisture. As a matter of fact, except for Florida and the extreme northwestern U.S., the whole U.S. is dry. And so the GFS, being very optimistic about a few showers along the Alabama-Georgia line, I doubt that at all. Wednesday, midweek, that system closes off, so we see a nice closed low over the Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee line there. But again, we're extremely dry, so no chances we're going to see much in the way of any showers. That closed low moves off the southeast coast on Thursday, so Thanksgiving Day looks like it's going to be nice weather, but it will be somewhat chilly as temperatures on Thanksgiving Day probably don't get much higher than the middle 50s or so. That trough moves on into the Atlantic. So we stay under a northwesterly flow for Friday. So Black Friday looks to be a cool day as well. We see another bit of a trough coming in Saturday that is just to our north, and it will be responsible for a surface low in the vicinity of the Great Lakes with a front trailing back into the Central Plains. But once again, moisture is just so limited. I mean, these values just barely get above 1 inch, so it doesn't look like much. Looking out into Voodoo country, that trough amplifies and we see a nice northwesterly flow. So the Monday, the 27th of November, looks pretty chilly across the southeastern U.S. and the eastern part of the country. We come under nice ridging around the 29th, so a nice warm-up as we begin to close out November. And we see that the troughs kind of stay to our north. They don't do much but dampen the ridge a little bit around the 1st of December. But another one is coming across the Central Plains states on Sunday, the 3rd of December. So keep in mind that severe weather can occur into the middle of December. So we'll have to be watching. It will depend on how much moisture we can see return. That will do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this morning. I expect to have the next one posted around 7 or so on Sunday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for notes on Alabama's weather. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day and Godspeed.
Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 11120.